Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be refinishing these tables, and we're going to do something a little different on the top than what's here right now, but we'll get into that in a minute. I am going to leave the bottoms the same because I need to leave some of the pickled old lady, and you know, it's a nice sunny day out today, although there's snow everywhere. So you know, what better to get dust on my car instead of ice? So I think we're good. I got all this stuff that I'm going to use to do it. I'm going to try it. Don't do it my way because it's the wrong way since this is not attached, but we're going to try it. And I got all this in the description. Take a look, we'll see. Starting out with 120, we're going to work our way up to 220, and we'll see how they look. Now, I did try the iron trick to get rid of some of these white rings. Didn't work. But so now I was planning on refinishing anyway. So we're going to go ahead and just sand the tops, and I'm going to use some poly shades on this tops to refresh them. Oh, I forgot to mention, I think this is solid wood. I guess it could still be a solid wood with a thin veneer, but these are old tables. Okay, that one's mostly done. I'm going to go ahead and hit this one next with the 120 and with this worn down 220. And then I'm going to put a brand new thing of 220 on and go over them both. Alright guys, I'm going to theorize for a second. If you can see the white here, that's the kind of the old poly, I'm guessing, the old finish, I'll call it. And it's almost off. So I'm going to do that for a little bit, hit them both a little bit more, and I think we'll be ready. That poly shades, it says you can put over something, you know, already finished, basically. So, but I want it to change the color pretty good, so I'm going to sand them down. Well, hey guys, there it is. There's the top. I think I got most of the finish off. There's still a couple scratches here and there. Sorry, let me get you back in frame. There's still a couple scratches here and there, but I think it's good enough. And let me show you what I got in store. Let's take them inside and then I'll show you. Okay guys, here is a look at them in the sun. I'm out here in my messy office. Got a mess going, no doubt. This is what we are going to use. Varathane one-step stain and poly, dark walnut. That's my goal because, let's face it, the centerpiece of my design is my speakers. So that's our plan. We're going to just do the tops. We're going to leave the bottoms. You see this black, it's not black, this dark brown band right here. My hope is we can stop here and not have any drip down, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This probably could use some more sanding. You can see it's a little wavy. I can't tell if that's the grain or what that is. This one doesn't have it as much, but most of it's gone. I think I'm just going to go for it. They don't have to be perfect for me. So I'm going to read the directions on this, and we'll be back to apply it. Check this out, guys. This is thick like paint. Huh. It's interesting. It does say to stir, not to shake. So I'm going to stir it for a while because who knows how long it's been sitting on the shelf. I'll put a link to this down in the description. Directions are pretty basic. It says apply with a fine brush or a foam brush. I've got a foam brush. And we'll apply it with a foam brush. Okay guys, here is the final. It's back in place. And I gotta tell you that it's not my favorite finish. I mean, it looks pretty good from here. I like the dark tops, I like all that. I think that the thing that I didn't understand about this product, I kind of equate it to what deck stain is like, right? Like you can get a transparent deck stain or you can get a solid deck stain. Like when you saw how thick it was when I first stirred it, like I realized it's kind of like solid deck stain. So the wood grain doesn't show through like it would on a traditional finish, like with a stain and a polyurethane. And you could tell some parts I got on a little bit thicker than others. And I couldn't really avoid that on this setup for whatever reason, but I'll probably run it for a while and then I can always sand it again and redo it the traditional way. But let me tell you what was good about this. I didn't have to wait for stain to dry and then put poly on and then put several coats of poly on. It is all in one. So if you're into that and you don't mind the look of it, then this product could be for you. Just not, I don't know. I think looking at it after it's done, I think I like the traditional look better, and I'm not sure I could get that with this product. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've used this and you know how it's worked for you. Did I do something wrong in the application? Whatever, let me know what you think. It was an interesting experiment. I liked it. It's good. I like the dark tops compared to the light bottoms. That's exactly what I was looking for. So like I said, I'll run it for a while and we'll see how it goes. Here's the other side, and this has a glass top on it. So, you know, it's even less noticeable on this one than this glass top will protect that obviously down the road. But this one I did is a little bit probably worse than the other one. I got it too thick in some spots, but again, it looks okay. It looks fine. Guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you would have done this differently, or if you would have, or if you just want to go on the traditional route. Let me know what's on your mind. We'll talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you soon.